Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on Betcraft. Another very beautiful Tuesday morning, and we are back with our predictions. And we saw how we fared yesterday. We did quite very well. We were very successful, and we won all the matches we predicted here yesterday. That's what we do on a daily basis. Always predicting the outcome of football matches based on the statistics for each of the teams. All right, that's exactly what we're going to do in a short while. Okay, remember, if you want to give me today, please endeavor to give me my super thanks on YouTube so that you can encourage me to keep doing this. And remember to also join our VIP membership, channel membership on this very channel. Join our VIP special. That will put out games. That have that higher chances of coming out correctly as usual. Or you can always find a link in the description of this very video or anywhere you see join channel membership around this very video. All right, with that said, we head to the business of today. We start with the very first game. It is in Austria Cup. It is a cup match that's going on in Europe today. We have a Strife who will be coming up against LASK, and we see from the recent stats for Strife, it is 2 wins and 2 draws, as well as 2 losses. We side LASK have won 3 games and a draw. They've also lost 2 matches. Remember, Strife is actually in the lower division, and when you look at how these two sides fared from home and away perspective, at home side have been able to win 5 wins, 5 games in the last 10 home matches. They also had 5 losses out of the last 10 home matches. For their away side, last link, I saw 4 wins and 6 losses out of the last 10 away games. You know, and for these two sides, the last 10 home matches for the home side, they did not witness any draw, and the away side also have won 4 matches without drawing, but have actually lost 6 matches. So the last time they met on head-to-head basis, it was 2021. That was about 4 years ago, and we saw Last Link beating this very side on that very occasion by 3 goals to 0. Last Link is actually a top flight side, and we are going with the away side, Last Link, to win out shortly in this very encounter. So we win. That's our verdict for that very encounter. All right, next game that we have for you today is in the German DFB Pokal. It is German Cup. We have Energie Cottbus who will be facing RB Leipzig. All right, two very high flying sides in the various leagues, and we see for Cottbus 5 wins out of 6 and 1 loss in the last 6 games. Okay, for Leipzig, it is 5 wins and a draw. They've not lost a single match out of the last 6 matches that they had so far. That's a very good side, And when we look at how these two sides fare for home and away basis, we see for the home side, Cottbus, last 10 home matches that they've had 8 wins out of those, last 10 home matches. They also had 2 draws as well. When you take a look at the away side at Leipzig, it is 5 wins and 2 draws, as well as 3 losses in the last 10 away matches that they had so far. It is 50% victory for them, most, in their away matches. Okay, and when you take a look at Cottbus, the home side, the last 10 home matches that they had produced over 2.5, lots of goals on 7 occasions out of the last 10 matches. Okay, that's the side that scores as well as concede goals. But they score more. And the away side Leipzig, the last 10 away games they had also produced over 2.5 on 6 occasions out of 10. That's also a very high scoring side as well. And when we put all the stats together, we are going to expect to see a win from either side, but we're going to have a minimum of 3 goals occurring in this very encounter. So it is 12 and over 2.5. So a win from either side and over 2.5. That's our verdict for that very encounter. Right on to the next for today is also in the Bundesliga. Rather German DFB Copper, not really Bundesliga. We have Eintracht Frankfurt will be up against Borussia Dortmund. Okay, we look at stats for these two sides. Frankfurt have won 2 matches and a draw. They've lost 3 games out of the last 6 games. And we side Borussia Dortmund having 4 wins and a draw, as well as 1 loss. A very fine side in very fine form at the moment. And when you look down on how these two sides have performed from home and away basis, you say for the home side Frankfurt, it is 4 wins and 2 draws. They've lost 4 matches as well out of the last 10 home matches. Okay, when you look at the BVB, Dortmund, you see 7 victories and 2 draws and 1 loss in the last 10 away matches. 70% victory from the last 10 away games. That's a lot of wins for Dortmund, a very strong side. And again, when you take a look at how these two sides fared, you could see that the last time both teams met, it was a 2-0 victory for Frankfurt, and also the last 10 home matches for Frankfurt produced over 2.5 on 8 occasions out of the last 10 home matches, and the away side also saw over 2.5 7 times out of the last 10 away games. That's to say that a lot of goals are expected in this very encounter, seeing that goals have always featured in most of the matches for these two sides. So we're going to see a minimum of 3 goals so called in this very encounter, and over 2.5. That's our verdict for that very game. Right on to the next for today. It is in Northern Ireland Premiership. We'll have Coleraine who will be facing Linfield in the Northern Ireland Premiership. And Coleraine is a side who is in good form, winning 5 matches in the last 6 games. They lost 1 as well. In Linfield, on the other hand, have won 4, also losing 2 matches in the last 6 games. They are also in very good form, and it is a very, very exciting tie, for these 2 sides. And from home and away perspective, you could see Coleraine winning 7 matches and losing 3 in the last 10 home matches that they had so far. That's 70% victory for Coleraine in the last 10 home matches. And for Linfield, on the other hand, they've managed just 1 win in the last 10 away games, and they've had 2 draws, but have lost 7 matches for in the last 10 away games. Linfield have not been faring very well from away. 70% of the matches that they had from away have resulted to a loss by a loss to them. And the last time both teams met, we saw Coleraine beating this very side on that very occasion by 1-0. Also prior to that, we saw Coleraine from away beating Linfield again by 2-0. And when we put all the stats together, we know that Coleraine, who have actually had 7 victories from home, are going to do very well against a Linfield side who have lost 70% of the away games that they had from from the last 10 matches. So we do expect to see the home side, despite the odd is quite big, 1.90, but we still expect our side to win outrightly in this very encounter. So home win, that's our value for that very game. Okay, we expect the home side to win, rather. Home win to win. Home win, that's our value for that very encounter. Okay, not the away side. All right, and that will bring our predictions for you today on Betcraft to a conclusion. We wish you the very, very best of luck and hope your ticket goes green. Remember to play responsibly as these are football matches. And other matches that we predict for you today will be on our VIP special group. Always endeavor to join. You can always find the link in the description of this very video or anywhere you see join channel membership around this very video. All right, that will lead you exactly to VIP special. We'll put out these games unfailingly. So tomorrow is another day. We will definitely be back with our predictions on this very channel. Do not miss out for anything. But until that time, keep winning.